everyone. I'm Nell, and I want to film a video podcast. So, disclaimer, or maybe kind of a warning, because I don't want you to feel disappointed in a way that I am speaking in a more uncomfortable way, because I have two singaws right now, but it will not stop me to film this video because I have a lot in my mind right now, and that I want to word vomit, because word vomiting is really a big help to me, because whenever I go to bed with a lot of things in my mind, it's really hard to think with clarity or to sleep instantly. So I love word vomiting. I love sharing my thoughts to other people, because I really believe if I am thinking this way, maybe there are also people outside of my circle, or maybe there are also people that I still don't know on a deeper level that thinks like how I think. Is that making sense? Ayan, nabubulol na ako because of the singaws that I have right now. I don't know, maybe it's because of the weather. It's really malamig right now in our place. So, I don't know. It's really making me sad, because of course, who doesn't love eating, right? And tomorrow I will also go to my former classmate's birthday han. It's one of the gatherings that we have, and it's been a while since I saw them. So it's really making me sad because I love eating and then I have two singaws. So, what is the topic that popped in my head just for me to film this video podcast? Again, self discovery in a more specific way, which is personal growth. And I also want to share that my video podcast doesn't have that enough. I mean, for me, they are enough, but I can really see that the views of my video podcast are not the same with my other videos that I produce. So, if you guys want to suggest things for me to better things out, if you want to talk about specific topics, if you just want to give feedbacks with the video podcast, you can definitely comment it below, because I would love to read them, because I can really say video podcasts are one of the videos that are really resonating with my personality, because I really love talking. I really love word vomiting, especially when my mind is chaotic. So, ayun, if you guys have suggestions or comments or thoughts to put it out below, feel free to do it. So I would really love to read them, and I will really appreciate them. Yun. So with the topic that I have in my mind right now with personal growth, so I would like to have a title here na frustrations of personal growth. Excuse me, because I drank. And when you drink lots of water, it's just sometimes randomly you burp. This is the reality, right? And with the topic, ayun, I would like to have a video podcast wherein I am really transparent with the frustrations or the reality of personal growth. And as I've said on my former video podcast, the past video podcast I uploaded, which is the self discovery. I really love this kind of topics, and I love the fact that I enjoy reading them. I enjoy trying a lot of things. I enjoy putting information into my mind and trying them out, tossing them out whenever I feel like they don't work on me or on my lifestyle. And that's just a hobby that I really picked since senior high school. I don't really remember, because I am really a growth oriented person, wherein I really love to evolve my mindset. I really love to evolve how I live. I really love to evolve the things that are going through with my life, because I really believe that kaninang umaga until now na gabi na, I've changed a lot, and I love change. I am one of those people that really loves change, because with change there's growth, and I love growth, so we love change. I mean, I can't really deny change is a really, really, really hard, really, really difficult, and so hard to handle. But I love the fact that after all of those pains, there is really growth. And with the frustrations that I really have with the personal growth, even though this is such a hobby of mine, of course, there are a lot of times na I will have those frustrations. And even though you love things, even though you enjoy things, you cannot avoid frustrations. It's inevitable, and that accepting them, acknowledging them, addressing them is really one of the ways for you to be just authentic to yourself. Because being authentic, of course, on social media, on your friends is important, but being authentic to yourself definitely is really, really, really important. So, addressing those frustrations is really hard for me, but at the same time, I want to do it because I know it's normal. So, with the past weeks, I've been really happy with my growth, with my personal endeavors, wherein I am really focusing on myself. I am really, really, really enjoying my me time. I am really enjoying things that, alam mo yun, I really believe I have lots of hobbies wherein maybe I am not good with them, but I really enjoy them. So it's okay to me, because as long as I'm having fun, I'm enjoying my calmness and peace, I'm good with it. And I'm really the person wherein kapag iniwan mo na mag-iisa, I mean, I'm matatakotin in a way, but ay, alam mo yun, like, let's say for example, in the house, sa kwarto lang ako, hindi talaga ako mabilis mabore, is that the right word, bored, hindi naman ako mabilis mabored, hindi naman ako mabilis mabore. Ayun, comment it below if what's the right phrase for it. Ayun, hindi ako mabilis mabore, I can say, because of the things that I really love doing. And that I really love the fact that my hobbies really help with my growth. Like, for example, I love reading, I love watching self discovery, personal growth videos. Oh, that's a notification for my diary, digital diary. Later on, I will talk about the diary or digital diary that I implement in my life. Let's just take note of it para hindi ko makalimutan. But ayun, as I am saying, ayun, I love doing things talaga na makakapagpa-grow sa akin. Like, I love walking sa umaga, 'di ba? Very peaceful. I love watching a lot of photos sa Pinterest just to motivate myself. I love listening to podcasts, a lot of kind of podcasts. Usually those things that will really evolve my mindset, that will have a lot of tips wherein I will try them and then try it out to know if it works with my lifestyle. Ganun. I really love trying habits wherein hindi ko masyado pinupush yung sarili ko, but I am trying to find habits that will also be comfortable with me. Like, for example, ayun nga, as I've said kanina, I love walking. I've tried jogging in the morning, but walking works best for me kasi it's much better. Lalo na parang kalmado lang talaga siya sa akin, other than jogging na I will still change in the morning with workout clothes. Other than walking, I can walk with my pangtulog clothes because it's just 30 minutes or less, or sometimes nakaka 1 hour kapag mas malayo yung nilalakad ko dito lang sa barangay namin. And I really love the fact that a lot of people can seem they seem like to see me na naglalakad. Like, for example, parang sinasabi nila na malayo daw yung naaabot ko, ganun, sa paglalakad ko. And they are really happy when they see me. I believe that's one of the things that I really love about barangays, about small communities. Kilala nila bawat tao. Kahit na hindi ako palalabas, kilala nila ako na anak ako nito. Anak ako ng tao to. So, they will kumusta me. So, even though it's just a small talk, I really appreciate it because I also love small, meaningful talks. I really appreciate it kasi it's really one of the things that I'm really grateful. Like, why do all this really have the time to ask how I am? Like, I am really grateful for that fact, and that they are really so good with smiling, like in the morning, na talagang na radiate yung positivity sa araw ko. So, I really love it. I really love walking in the morning. And that, ano pa ba mga bagay ko na ginagawa? Basta yun, I really love taking things slow. I love eating, just eating. Kasi whenever I'm eating and then I will not do anything other than eating, ang sarap magliwaliw or magmuni-muni, or i-just feel lang yung moment na I'm eating. I love daydreaming. I love walking here in our bakuran while thinking of the ideas, while not taking notes. It's just, I love daydreaming. It really helps with my creativity. It really helps with my mind. It really helps with my well-being in a way that it really helps with my clarity. So, ayun, I cannot specify all the things that I am doing whenever I'm alone because there's a lot. I am not really that type of person na mabilis mabore nga. But, ayun, as I am saying, it's not always what's that? Nabubulol ako and may singaw is super sakit. It's not always unicorns and rainbows. There are also times that I am really uncomfortable because of my growth-oriented mind. There are really times na I will wake up in the morning and I will tell to myself, oh my god, Nell, you're such a sucker. You really need to get up and do this. Like, for example, you really need to get up and study. You really need to get up and read. You really need to get up and walk. You have to show up for yourself. So I'm really pushing myself. So sometimes it's fun, of course, because that's what I love. That's what I love to do talaga. But sometimes it's really sad because alam mo yun, hindi pa pressure yung sarili ko in a way, but it's a healthy pressure naman, I believe. And then sometimes I will be frustrated on my progress because I'm also a person that really loves progress. Like sometimes it's a motivation or justification to me whenever I am watching series na parang sinasabi ko na lang sa sarili ko na, oops, I did my 1% today, so don't be guilty that I'm watching series right now. So sometimes it works. But there are really times na I will stop watching the series and then, nope, now, enough is enough. You really need to work. You really need to, not naman work because I don't see it as a work, but work on myself more. Mas nakikita ko siya on working on myself because I really, really, really love working on myself. And that, ano pa ba? It's just that sometimes it's really hard to accept because parang minsan sobra na rin yung pagpupush ko sa sarili ko. But as time goes by, I'm becoming more gentler to myself and I realize I really need rest and that this is the rest that I really believe I deserve because a lot of times since I was a kid even though I am not that person who perceived as someone na maraming commitments and such, it's really a type of experience wherein I really try a lot sa sarili ko. Trial and error ako palati sa sarili ko. And that I realized, oo nga, no, I really don't rest so much. I mean, I value rest because, of course, I am an advocate of that. And I can really say I am not forgetting rest. But, ayun lang, I just really believe I need more rest in a way. But I am getting it now since January. So, I'm really proud of my progress. Why are the environment now is so noisy? Ayun, it's just for me it's really distracting because I have a lot of the things. See, you can really see how distracted I am right now. Ang dami ko iniisip na gusto kong i-share, but then again, I heard noises, so I got distracted. And the ayun. See how distracted I am because of the noises. Because I'm such an auditory. I really learn more with audio. So, ayun, as I am saying naman na hindi naman ako mabilis ma-frustrate sa sarili ko. Siguro ngayon, kasi nahanap ko na rin talaga yung ways on how to be kinder to myself each day. And every day I'm learning. And that I'm really happy with the things that are going right now, with the things that I'm trying. Na even though it's already March, I'm still intact with the faith goals or New Year's resolutions in my mind when I wrote it on January. So it's really an achievement to me because I really achieved a lot with those few months because of taking time slowly, taking my me time more worth it in a way. Ayun, it's just so fun because I am not a person wherein I really track my progress, but when I see it, oh my gosh, I know because it just pressures me when I'm seeing numbers. Like before, I tried habit tracking as well, and it doesn't work. But I hope soon I will have a time wherein I will navigate myself more and try habit tracking or progress tracking in a way, because I know it's more convenient, it's more, excuse me, it's more, alam mo yun, mas madaling makita yung progress mo. Pero, ayun nga, as I'm saying, I'm happy naman with the progress that that I have. So, what's the point right now, 'di ba? So, maybe soon, I will try it. But ayun, it's just kinds of frustrations that simple lang in a way, but kapag ginagawa mo sa sarili mo araw-araw or more often than it shouldn't have, it will dominate you in a way. So addressing things like this is so 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 important, because you'll be self-aware that as much as you love your productive days, you really need to accept your unproductive days or accept those times na hindi mo ma-push through yung sarili mo or sobrang binibeat up mo yung sarili mo. So, it's kind of normal. So, I hope I forgive myself in a way, because I can always bawi with a lot of time that I have right now. So, ayun. I believe I am now done with the frustrations that I have with personal growth. I mean, it's just one of the few frustrations that we always have with personal growth, but we always have time to talk it to talk about all those things. But right now, ayun muna. So, kanina, I said there's a notification about my digital diary. I just want to share my experience with that, because I can really say I'm really consistent with that since December. And I don't remember where I shared it, but na-share ko na din na mahilig ako mag-journal before. Like, as in, like a day, siguro naka 3 pages ako. Sometimes I do morning pages. Sometimes I do it when I'm feeling emotions. So, especially when I was in junior high school, sobrang dami pang time, and that you really have all the time in your hands, and that journaling is really one of the things that I'm really happy about that time in a way. So, kahit papakat yung sulat ko, ginagawa ko ba din? Pati nung senior high school, ganun din. I'm really fighting for my morning pages, ganun. So, syempre, college happened, and in college, there's a lot of responsibilities. I tried things, and that there are really times that it's really hard to navigate life. So, journaling is really one of the things that I love that I ditched, that I forgot to do consistently. So, I challenged myself to do journaling with 1 or 2 sentences a day, and it works. So, I really love how consistent I am, even though I'm not that good with number of words just like before. Like, I can do it 3 pages. It's like dire-diretso. But with 1 to 2 sentences a day, I'm really happy with that, as long as I'm consistent, and that it really helped me with remembering the days, with remembering the bits of pieces that my day really loved. I love it because whenever I'm browsing it, wow, I can really read the emotions na highlight dun sa day na yun. So, it's really hard to remember days, right? So, it really helps, and it really helps my well-being. And it's such an evidence na hindi mo kailangan ng massive na bagay. Like, ayun nga, hindi mo kailangan magkaroon ng journal na 3 pages a day. 1 to 2 sentences a day just works fine, and it's okay. As long as it works for you, because just like skincare habits are the same. What works for me may or may not work for you, and what work for you may or may not work for me. And that's the beauty of it. Trial and error, that's the beauty of life, that is the school of life, because the things that works for you are really, really unique, that it's always for you. And it might work for other people, just right, because we love sharing, so because other people can learn from us, but it will never work in an identical way wherein lahat talaga na nag-work sa akin is mag-work sa'yo. So that's how unique you are. That's how unique we are. So you see how I pronounce unique? It's really distorted. What's the word for it? It's really weird because it's not the right pronunciation. And that is because of my singaw. It's really hard to have singaw, but even though I have singaw, my kadaldalan will always be there. And I'm really happy to finally close this video podcast. It really helped me. It really helped with my mind. I really believe my mind now is kind of blank. So I'm really ready to sleep peacefully. I hope. And that I am happy to have conversations with you. Conversation with you. Oh my god, please bear with me. Sometimes it's hard for me to not notice the things that I really believe it has to be corrected. But you know what? It's also nice to be just be it, because as I am saying, progression, not perfection, and that I'm really happy with that idea. But ayun, as it is a casual conversation lang naman, I really believe it's okay to correct things for me, because I am really that person who loves to use my YouTube channel as a creative outlet. But of course, when it is public speaking, you really need to have the self-control, self-discipline. Yun yung nag-work sa akin, na talagang hindi ko kailangan ipahalata na nagkamali ako or mali pala yung grammar ko. Kailangan ko lang to just go through with it, and that hindi nila yun mapapansin. So ayun guys, sorry with a lot of bulol this right now dito sa video na to, because ayun, ang sakit talaga ng bunganga ko. So I hope this is the sign that I should finish this video. And with that being said, share this video if you think I helped you or I made you smile. Do it. Always remember, be a reason to someone's smile. Bye. So I'm just having some snapshots for the thumbnail. Diba, I look weird. But that's how you take snapshots for the thumbnail. So, paalam. I hope you're having a nice sleep. I hope you have a nice day. Bye.